how much of the errors were just individual errors and how much of it was stuff that needed some tactical adjustments for this week?
I think most of all were individual errors. I think, maybe, a lot of players didn't play on the level they can play. Also, it was a team effort, and so yeah, we have to do better. Everybody knows that. You know, after the game, everybody realized that. So we have to show a different Atlanta United tomorrow evening. I have the confidence, what I saw in at the training, that everybody is ready to turn it around, and it's possible. It's going to be a difficult game, but because they showed it's also a good team. You know, they deserve it to win. But I have confidence that we can beat them 2-0, maybe more. But we have to be better than last game, and that for everybody is quite clear.
Oh, go ahead, Marcel.
You spoke so much about preseason, about the defensive effort and defensive positioning. Oh, just what are some things you saw just from that first match that you did not see guys certain spots, or maybe what were the issues just defensively overall?
No, I think I said also after the post-match game, I said, you know, when you are 1-0 down and you could see the goal like this, maybe we came into a little bit too emotional, you know, to recover that error, and we were not playing the way we wanted to play. Sometimes just running out when we are not ready, you know, to press with the whole team. That we have to recognize. And if we get a goal, when we are a goal down, you know, just play still your own, with your own shape, your own ID, and then I'm convinced that we will create chances. We will dominate the game. If you want to, you get too emotional into the game because you want so eager to score or to draw the 1-1 or even win, then you know the opponent will punish you for that, and they did fantastic, I think. But we have to really realize, you know, what we did, what we trained for, and because that brings us further. And I'm convinced that everybody understands that now. And that you will see a different Atlanta United tomorrow evening.
Have you ever played or managed a team that, in its first competitive game against a team that is in kind of mid-season form? And I'm assuming you haven't. If you haven't, like, what are some of the learning experiences from that? How is it different?
You never know, you know, how far your team is. You know, you can have fantastic pre-season, and then the first game. You can have a bad result, but it doesn't make that you're not really prepared. But it's, you know, it's different. There's something at stake at that game, and you know, different things mentally, of course, than a friendly game. And of course, it's normal that if you play every week, every 3-4 days, you're getting used to that rhythm. And we are not 100% fit, but we are very close to that. I think if we play a couple of games, then everybody, you know, is really at his best. But of course, in its advantage for maybe the opposite team will already played 8 or 9 or 10 games. But I think we don't have that excuse, because we have enough quality to have also a good result, even though it was our first game.
Frank, you come from a background where European teams are used to juggling domestic cups, international cups, domestic seasons at the same time. For an MLS club, is that going to be something that takes some acclimatization?
100% sure. You know, if you play normally every week, every 6-7 days, you have the preparation, you know, for those matches, and now it's only recovering and starting, you know, to prepare for the next game. So it's every 3-4 days you have a game, and that's really different. And they have to really get in the mind that, you know, you have to really take care of yourself. You have to really recover from that, or take a massage, and rest very well to be ready for the next game. And that's a different approach that maybe a lot of players are not used to. But yeah, they have to experience that, and experience it, you have to feel it, and hopefully we can adapt very quick in that, because we need it, but also because of the travel. That's of course different than in Europe. Normally you can have a 2-hour flight and or 1-hour flight maximum, and then now you have sometimes 5-hour flight. So that's a huge difference. But I think a lot of players are used to travel, but maybe not every 3 days or something like that. But I'm convinced, and I think the medical staff head of performance prepare them very well, that they can manage themselves through the whole year.
Kind of piggybacking off of that, did the result in Costa Rica change your plans to try to rotate the squad with Sunday's league opening game?
No, we are, of course, you have to think about, okay, what's going to be the lineup maybe for Sunday, but our first priority, of course, is to go to the next round of the Champions League, and that's our main goal, our first objective. So we're concentrating on that, and then we will see, who's coming out of this game very fresh, or of course, a good result always helps, but. We are concentrating first on Herediano, and then we're going to look for DC, but right now all eyes are on Herediano.
Sarah?
Yes. Hello, Mr. De Boer. I'm from Costa Rica. Can I ask you in Spanish, please?
Yes.
Okay. Luego del partido de la semana anterior, ¿cómo piensa que mañana va a jugar el Herediano con la ventaja de 3 goles?
De 3 goles, son 2 goles. Cuando ganamos 2-0, estamos en la próxima vuelta. Cuando ellos marcan 1, seguro tenemos que marcar 3. Pero yo tengo, no sé que ellos van a confrontar a nosotros. Yo creo lo mismo estilo, porque todos los partidos han jugado en lo mismo estilo, quizás con diferentes jugadores, pero yo creo que no van a cambiar mucho como el último partido contra nosotros, y nosotros tenemos que ver un otro Atlanta United, porque no hemos jugado bien allá. Yo sé las circunstancias con el turf y el campo artificial es difícil para nosotros, porque ellos juegan casi cada semana en esta cancha, pero nosotros no estamos acostumbrados y se nota, pero no tengo que tener esta excusa, porque será mal, y porque yo creo que Herediano jugaron un fantástico partido. Pero yo creo, ahora estamos mejor preparados y listos para tener un buen partido, y al final vamos a ver qué es el resultado, pero yo tengo confianza que tenemos posibilidad para ir a la próxima vuelta.
Well, Justin translated after. We'll go Joe, Doug, Mark. Joe, did you have one?
Oh, yeah. This is for Brad. The team really never, in these 2-legged series that Atlanta had in the playoffs last year, never faced a deficit that I can recall. So what is the mentality of the team now, kind of having to try to get a result here?
Well, I mean, that's the most important part. We know we have to get a result. We have to find a way to make sure we're better individually and ultimately better as a team for 90 minutes. And there's no tomorrow. I mean, it's do or die tomorrow for us. And so we've got to find a way to put together a performance that allows us to move on.
Parkhurst and Jeff, based on their experience playing teams from Central America, said when y'all went down there that Heredia was going to come out with his hair on fire, or Herediano was going to come out with his hair on fire and play the game of its life, and that appeared to be what it did. Based on your experience, what happens when the teams come to the United States? Is it the same type of game? Is there a noticeable drop-off in comparison?
No, I mean, we're expecting their best. We know it's not going to be easy. They proved down there that they're a good team. They've got quality individual players. They were organized. They played together and created chances. And so, on one hand, they're coming in with a bit of a lead, so it'll be on us to make sure we try and put them on the back foot. They can approach it one of two ways. They can sit back and sit on their lead and try and defend, or they can play the way they played when they were at home last week. And it's up to us to make sure, like I said, we put the pressure on them because we're the ones that have to get a result.
Mark?
Brad, I know it's only February, but you're already facing an elimination game now. Is that just kind of a reflection that this season may not be like last season? That you're the champion now, you have increased responsibilities, you're juggling competitions, and that what happened last year may not be the same thing that happens this year?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think whenever you have a new season, there's no guarantee it's going to be as good as last year, or potentially if last year was bad, it would be as bad as last year. A new season is just that. Everyone starts from scratch, and from our standpoint of juggling competitions, we haven't started the league, and so this is the only competition that we're currently in. We've got to, like I said, we've got to try and find a way to get a result and make sure our name and our club is in the hat for the next round, and then we can talk about juggling competition. So we've got our hands full come tomorrow night, but you know, we know that we can perform better. We know that we have the quality as a team and as individuals, and so it's on us to go and do that and show that.
Back.
Alfredo Suárez, Municipality, Spanish, please, Frank. ¿Qué piensas cambiar para este partido de diferencia del de Costa Rica y cómo se encuentra el ánimo de los jugadores?
El ánimo de nuestros jugadores es muy alta. Tenemos la confianza que tenemos que cambiar el resultado en nuestro favor. Y ya, yo espero un equipo herediano que quizás van a defender el ventaja que tiene, pero ya, que Brad también ha dicho, tiene un buen equipo, buen organizado, también con jugadores con calidad individual. Pero yo creo cuando nosotros estamos bien y jugamos con un equipo, tenemos la confianza que tenemos un buen resultado, pero ha sido difícil, pero que yo he visto en los entrenamientos, estamos listos para enfrentar Herediano.
¿Algún jugador del Herediano que le llamara la atención, que usted diga que es individualmente atractivo, bueno, para cuidar en este partido?
No, para mí Marín ha hecho mucho daño a nosotros en el último partido y porque ya con sus acciones individuales y cada vez fue un peligro para nuestra defensa, so tenemos que vigilar a él.
Escobar appears to be the only player out. Are there any other injury updates?
Of course, Kevin Kratz is fit, but not game fit. He's preparing him for the last friendly game for the USL, and then he can make some minutes. So it's good to see him back on the training pitch and also join the group already, because we don't have that many midfielders in our roster. So, and he's also a quality player, of course. So and with his experience, we can do that during the whole season. So we are happy that he's almost fit. Franco is also, already on his way back and close to to come integrated in the team again. And he's already doing a lot physically, and so it's looking good for the whole squad. And yeah, I'm glad that it looks like that. Only a little bit setback was George Bello. He had some small issues, but hopefully he can also return as quick as possible to the team.
Last one, Joe.
Your opinion of Darlington Nagbe, having had the controversy that surrounded him preseason, had a short time to integrate back into the squad before the game. Just wanted to get your impression of his performance and how do you think he's ready for a starting position in the team this coming
No,
game?
when he's in the roster, he has to be ready. So that's for sure. I think, of course, he's a very important player for Atlantic United. He proved it already the last 2 seasons, and I think everybody knows that he is a quality player. And I'm glad, that we have him and we can use him if we want.
Thanks, guys.